Twisted as it may be, college sports fans love to follow the programs that are facing NCAA violations. They have a strange fascination with the ones that either intentionally or accidentally broke the rules. So here I am with updates, including recent findings in each case and news of future punishments that will handicap their championship aspirations in 2012 and beyond. The Baylor Bears basketball program had a banner year in 2011-2012. The women went undefeated en route to a national championship, and the guys made a run all the way to the Elite Eight. However, more than 1,000 unauthorized phone calls and text messages to recruits were discovered in a recent investigation. The repercussions will hurt the school's chances of repeating its success this coming winter. Women's head coach Kim Mulkey will be prohibited from recruiting off campus in July. Her assistant Damian McKinney wasn't allowed to make calls until May 1st, so they're off to a late start. Meanwhile, men's coach Scott Drew will be short one scholarship for this season. His maximum number of official visits between now and next spring has been reduced from 12 to 7, and he'll be suspended for the first 2 Big 12 games of the year. The athletics program was placed on 3 years of probation. But to clarify, female star Brittany Griner was obtained legitimately, and no one's asking Robert Griffin III to hand back his Heisman. USC football won't be at full strength for a while, and we're talking Gamecocks, not Trojans. An NCAA report cited that football and track and field athletes lived in a local motel at a sharply discounted rate and were given the option to defer monthly payments. The group received more than $50,000 in impermissible benefits. Also, there were 2 boosters who supplied the school with at least $8,000 to fund entertainment, cash incentives, and multiple unofficial recruiting visits. The phrase reiterated by the NCAA was, "failure to monitor." That will cost USC 3 total football scholarships for the 2013-14 and 2014-15 academic years. Additionally, the school will abide by self-imposed penalties, including an $18,500 fine and disassociation with the involved boosters and the local hotel. The University of Miami is due to face some very harsh sanctions, but more than 9 months removed from the original Nevin Shapiro findings, the NCAA still hasn't decided on a fitting punishment. As a refresher, the Ponzi schemer told Yahoo last August that he illegally supported 72 Miami players during an 8-year span. He aided in recruiting, brought them to strip clubs, and handled various other expenses. 8 current football players had to serve suspensions this past season, some as many as 6 games. Athletic Director Sean Eichhorst declined all postseason bowl bids in November, considering the ongoing investigation. Basketball player Taquan Jones was only cleared to participate after sitting out 10 contests to start the season. Unrelated to Shapiro, guard Durant Scott will miss the first 3 games of the 2012-2013 men's season for receiving impermissible benefits from the old coaching staff. The death penalty, a punishment which would disallow Miami from competing in a particular sport for an entire year, hasn't been ruled out. For now, all that you can do is await a decision, with fingers crossed. Fellow ACC violator North Carolina has already been informed of its penalties. Like Baylor and South Carolina, the athletic program is just beginning a 3-year probationary period. UNC imposed some of its own sanctions, including 16 vacated football wins and a $50,000 fine. On top of that, though, the NCAA is punishing North Carolina's academic fraud and impermissible benefits with a reduction of 15 scholarships over the next 3 seasons and a 2012 postseason ban. And now, the Ohio State Buckeyes, with a storied football program that just keeps making headlines for all the wrong reasons. OSU hired 2-time national champion head coach Urban Meyer just after Thanksgiving. Exciting! But soon afterwards, the school was hit with punishment for major violations stemming back to 2010. Key players from Jim Tressel's teams had exchanged jerseys, rings, and other memorabilia for $14,000 in cash and tattoos. The Buckeyes were put on, you guessed it, 3 years of probation, and they'll be 3 scholarships short for each of those seasons. Just days ago, news broke that Ohio State might be disciplined for additional self-reported violations. These went beyond the football program and included baseball, tennis, gymnastics, and field hockey. AD Gene Smith dismissed them as secondary. But once again, the nation's largest athletic department got our attention. Along with the dedicated writers at BeyondUSports.com, I'll keep you informed and entertained with all your college sports news throughout the summer. You can follow and converse with the site and myself at these Twitter handles. And we always encourage our audience to contribute to the journalistic process. I'm Eli Sussman, and I'll be talking to you again very soon.